Okay, so the energy of abundance, how to stay in the energy of abundance, how to make sure you check yourself so that you don't lose that vibration, so that you can attract abundance. Yeah, the more you vibrate at that level, the more you feel that energy and believe that that energy is you and in your system, the more you attract abundance. Now, one of the most common problems I see, people will listen to a motivational, video, or they will read a book and they'll be all fired up, go for it, feel really abundant, but then very quickly lose that connection to that abundant feeling. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what the feeling of abundance actually feels like, how to stay there, and how to really self-manage so that you stay in that vibration and can attract all the abundance you need. If you're new here, very warm welcome. I'm Pooja L Dhiman. I'm a life coach, spiritual teacher. I love talking about energy, vibration, the chakra system, which is my specialism, and I'm a former lawyer as well. So I approach everything from with a healthy bit of skepticism, and I try and test everything, and then when I'm convinced of it, I share it with my clients and the people I know. So the energy of abundance, what is it? Okay, now if you're not even sure what that even means, think about when you're in nature. Think about being in nature and that feeling you get when you're in nature. So nature is so giving. Yeah? Nature is generous. It gives us everything we need, all the water we could need, all the trees we could need, all the oxygen we could need, all the flowers, all the animals, right? Nature is inherently abundant. And when you think about nature and being abundant, I think the really important thing to realize is nature isn't trying to impress anybody. It's doing its own thing. Yeah, we'll call Mother Nature. So we'll say she is kind of doing her own thing. Nature is slow. She takes her time. Yeah. When a flower is going to bloom, it blooms in its own time. You can't rush the process. When a plant is growing, it takes its time. You have to wait for the whole night to pass before the sun will rise again. And you have to wait for the whole day to pass before you can see the moon. So nature is a great way to connect to and think about the energy of abundance. It's slow, it's deliberate, it's not needy. It has everything it needs and it creates in its own time. Okay? So if we connect that back to us as humans, and remember, we're made of the elements, we are made of nature, we are made of all the things that nature includes and encompasses. So us in our true essence, like who we are, is actually naturally abundant. So if we tune into that feeling of our natural nature, yeah? Our body, our bones, our flesh, our feeling, our being really present in the moment. That is nature. That is us in our true nature. And actually, it's us being abundant. So if we think about it and relate it back to the topic, so if we're talking about abundance and how you can connect to that feeling, try and be as much as you can like nature. And let's take some of the things I've talked about already. So first of all, slow down. As I said, nature is slow. So if you think about that abundant feeling, if you think about someone who's really, really wealthy, they tend to be quite slow, quite deliberate. They're not constantly chasing money. They're not stressed about money. They're not worried about money. They just kind of know it's going to come. In fact, they don't even think about it, right? So there's a slowness. There's a deliberation. I don't even need to worry about it. It's going to come. So you might not be able to do that if you're not feeling abundant straight away, but you can start to tune into that a little bit. That feeling of slowness, that feeling of presence, that feeling that I'm going to really, really be in my body. I'm really going to be in my body. When we're in scarcity, which is the opposite of abundance, we then things start to happen really quickly. We start to want to speed up. We start to want to grab things from other people. We start to want to, an opportunity comes in and we feel like if I don't grab it now, it's going to go. That's the opposite feeling of abundance. I'm not saying don't go and grab opportunities. I'm not saying don't take advantage of things that come to you and happen. Of course you have to take action. But there's a very different energy So if you run a business, for example, there's a very different energy with sending out a business proposal from a place of abundance and knowing that the people that are going to work with me are always going to come to me. I don't need to chase them. I stand in my power, I stand in my worth, I stand in my physical body and who I am. There's a huge difference between that and someone who's like hustling to start a business, is throwing proposals at people, is telling them to work with them. We feel it as well. If we're wanting to work with somebody, if we're wanting to buy a product, even if you're going for a job and you're being offered a job, you feel it, right? You feel it when someone is coming to that role. You're coming to that role. You're coming to it from a place of, well, I know I'm hireable. People just want me. They want to hire me. Versus, oh my God, give me the job right now, right? And that kind of give me the job, that kind of energy, that kind of feeling is driven by fear, is driven by scarcity, is driven actually by the fear response in the brain, the reptilian brain, the reptilian response. But more than anything, what it does, it sends you into that energy of pushing away that abundance. Okay, so think of that person who really, really wants that job, that really person that's really, really trying to get you as a client or get you as to buy their product. It's stressful. You don't want to be around it. You don't want it because it's like, you know what, it's too much. It's pushing me away. I'm not drawn to it. I'm not feeling magnetically drawn to it. Versus when you go into a shop, think about a shop that sells a luxury product. Maybe, I don't know, you can think of Rolex. Yeah, Rolex is slow, it's abundant, they don't really need you. Yeah, sometimes you have to be on a waiting list to work with them, to buy the product. And there's no rush, right? Even the sales experience is nice and slow. They take their time. The stores are spacious, yeah, just like nature, spacious, abundant. So bring some of those qualities into you. You might want to call it the Rolex quality or whichever luxury brand you think about, Chanel or Mulberry or whatever it might be. Think about that feeling of luxury and think about how, if you were that brand, if you could embody that quality, what would you be like? Okay, what would change? Your energy would probably change. You'd start to become a bit more slow. You'd probably slow down, physically slow down in the way you move. You might even talk slower. You might actually even indulge the senses a bit more. So actually taking the time to like cook yourself a really nice meal and enjoy the process of cooking it. You're not in a rush. You're not hustling. You're not stressing. You're able to enjoy the moment because there's enough. Taking a bath, okay? Something I love to do because going to the chakra system, when we think about the energy of abundance, it's actually governed by the element of water. So a bath, first of all, how many of us take the time to take baths? Some of us haven't had a bath in years, yeah? And when you give yourself that nurturing, that I'm going to actually take a bath today. I'm not going to rush into the shower, in and out, 2 seconds. I'm actually going to take a really nice bath and I'm going to make it a really luxurious, nurturing experience. The sacral chakra gets really, really happy. Sacral chakra is the second chakra, located roughly where your reproductive organs are. And it's governed by the element of water. So when we connect to water, when we have a bath, when we really allow that water to wash over our bodies, when we actually indulge ourselves, maybe put some music on, have some nice fragrances, we become like nature, we become abundant. We start to feel into our bodies, we feel into our senses. And I tell you, try it. If you're looking to attract abundance, slow down. Okay, slow down, connect to the energy of water. Be like nature. If it helps, go and be in nature. I know I say this a lot in all of my videos, to be in nature, but I'm a big, big proponent of that. Be in nature. Put yourself in that place where abundance is endless. Nature models that for us. Go be in a park. Spend 2 hours there rather than 1. Or go and do something that really makes you present and in the moment, brings you into the moment. Yeah? And I guarantee the minute you do that, you start to become aligned, your frequency starts to align, your energy system starts to calm down. And because you then start to think the thoughts of abundance, you start to feel abundance, something comes in. And maybe a little challenge here, if you do it, keep doing it. Just keep doing it. The thing not to do is, I'm going to have a bath now. Oh, where's the job offer? Where's the client? No. You chill, you don't think about it. You just enjoy the moment. You just enjoy that thing you're doing to indulge your senses and let it go. Okay, let it go. So this is classic law of attraction. What is law of attraction, and what does it say about manifestation? It says, you know what, it's really important to be in the moment, just like nature. It's really important to let go, and it's really important to feel the abundance from the inside out. So try these tips. Slow down, be in your body. I have done a separate video, and I'll link that below, about the sacral chakra and abundance. So you can listen to some of those other videos to give you some tips around some other things you can do. But I find the biggest thing is to slow down, get in your body and get in the energy of abundance, and you will start to actually magnetize it to you, because immediately you do that, you start to feel abundant. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, a very quick short one today on abundance, just because I was feeling inspired to share. I'm having an abundant day today. I'm about to cook. I'm just going to chill out later. So I just wanted to share that and offer you that, and maybe enjoy the same whenever you watch this video. Have one of those moments for yourself. This is Pooja signing off. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Do check below for the other videos. Please do like, comment, subscribe and share. And if you're interested in working with me, reach out. Reach out. My details are in the comments below. Let's have a chat. I'd love to connect. Bye. Stay abundant.